Welcome to DEPENDAsplaining.
Welcome to DEPENDAsplaining. I'm Ron.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Jen.
Yay, Lindsay's back.
Hi.
Yeah. I have to apologize because my children and my husband are in the background.
Yep.
And they're being really loud and obnoxious and I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Life.
It is. It's real life. This is what happens, people.
Bring your chair closer together. You keep leaning over.
Watch the cord.
Oh, that's why.
You're leaning in like an ostrich.
Like an ostrich.
I am an ostrich.
Or a
Yeah,
giraffe
it's okay.
reaching for leaves on a tree.
Yeah. So this is what you got to do, to get us all together.
Also,
And it's almost summer, so summer break.
as of tomorrow
It
for
is summer, yeah.
Yeah, so summer break, and it's just chaos. So we're trying to get this going.
Yeah, because we're going to be taking some time away.
Yes, trips galore.
Yeah, let's set the mood lighting in
Oh, the mood
I had
lighting's
to
good.
turn off all the lights because it's so hot.
My computer's got a good light going,
it's
though.
It's nice and glowy
Yeah, it's
environment.
Super ambient.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. Because it's hot in here.
Yeah, it's all right.
Veronica likes this, though.
I do.
Veronica likes it hot.
I do. I like it hot. I like the warm weather. I like the sun. I would prefer 100-degree weather over having to put on a sweater.
Nope.
I would too if
Nope.
we had air conditioning.
I do in my car.
Yeah, except my gas is down to like 20 miles left on my car, so
That's
I can't
true.
use my air conditioning
That's
right
true.
now.
Oh.
We have the portable AC in the bedroom, but I mean, it's just for us, not for the children.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not for the whole house,
It's not for the
and
house.
it is hard.
Yeah. So we're suffering in this. It was like 82 today. It's not even that bad. It's just you have nowhere to escape.
No.
It's bad with humidity and no aircon, though, for sure.
Yeah.
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 My car said it was 95 today, which I know is not
Liar.
accurate, but
I think that's accurate.
it was like, it probably felt like 95.
Yeah.
It was devil hot.
Do they have air conditioning at the library?
No, it was at least 104 degrees in there. We got warnings to drink like a liter of water
Inside, like it was that
every
hot.
hour or so. 0.75 cc's of this often, and you
Oh
need
my
to work for
goodness.
50 minutes and then sit down and take a 10-minute break to hydrate
Oh my gosh.
and cool.
Oh my god!
I can't believe they don't have air conditioning in the library.
I think they don't even have it at like the BX food area, remember?
That is
Yeah.
disgusting that they
It's
don't.
so gross.
And they're like cooking back their hot ovens. Imagine
Yeah.
working at like a Pizza Hut
Oh yeah,
in 100 degrees with
and
no
there's-
air. And
they're
like a
sweating in the
fan
food.
just blows
No,
more heat in your
no.
face.
and the sweat right into your Taco Bell.
No, gross.
Special
Also-
sauce.
Also disgusting. Also the ceiling on that thing is glass, so it's like a greenhouse.
It is.
It's unbearable.
Bacon.
Take your tomatillo seeds in there and grow your plants.
What a great idea!
I wonder how long they would last
They would
sitting there
die.
in the open.
Yeah,
Oh.
They would get fried.
they would get fried like your fish last year.
We had live shrimps cook in the water because the water temperature was so hot. So you buy these shrimps and they're like a translucent grayish color.
Yeah.
And it just was really hot in the house. And the fish kept dying. And we were like, oh, you got to treat the water. It's really strange here. Well, we found the fish belly up and they were bright orange. They cooked in the water. It's so inhumane. They literally suffered in their own sewage. And
Oh my god.
I felt so awful. And we were like, oh no, like we knew it was hot.
Grab
but
a
we-
lemon,
And that's just sitting. Oh dear. They were really small.
some cocktail sauce.
Like literally they were these little babies that just like fried, and they weren't even out in the window. It was a shaded place in my
delicious.
house.
It was just that hot in there.
Sounds tasty.
Yeah, and then I told them, I'm sorry, little guys. Veronica likes this.
I do, and I
Yeah.
like shrimp, and I like shrimp cocktail. Hey.
I'm sorry. I didn't let you eat my shrimp.
Next time. Oh, that's funny. That's scandalous.
That is
Ooh,
scandalous.
scandalous. Let's talk more on that.
But the weather scandalous? You want to talk about the weather? Scandalous weather?
I think we just covered that. What kind of other scandal could we head into?
Yes.
Just dive right in like a shrimp out of water.
Boiling water.
Mischievous scandals that gets you demoted.
Demoted.
Ooh, there's another word for that.
Or kicked out, too. For demotion?
Yeah.
What is it?
What's it called, Jen? When somebody loses a stripe, they get the paperwork called?
An Article 15?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I just guessed.
In the Air Force. Anyways, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's different.
You could call it demotion, but like if you hear people talking about Article 15s, that's...
They're losing a stripe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Thank you. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thank God for this podcast, guys.
And
I wouldn't know anything.
I know.
You can get like LORs and LOCs or like letters of reprimand and counseling, but the other one is pretty big.
It's not good. Yeah.
Well, fun.
Yeah. So let's cover that because there are some really stupid people out there who do really stupid stuff.
You are so dumb.
You're so dumb. Or just bad decisions, bad choices, just at the, when at the moment, and they just don't, it's bad judgment, and they suffer the consequences for that.
Yeah. Well, I have some that I brought up that the legal office likes to share.
Oh, go.
Quarterly.
Love to hear it, Jen.
They just like to put out people's
legalize
dirt
it.
out there.
Yeah, they like to put people's shit out there. It's great.
I like it.
It's great entertainment. So these are non-judicial punishments. First one. Airmen failed to go and communicated a threat. Reduced to E1, suspended forfeitures of $819 for 2 months and a reprimand.
To communicate, what? A threat?
He communicated a threat.
Okay.
So he threatened somebody. Mm-hmm.
I'll get you and your little dog, too.
This is legal, but their words are weird.
In a good way or in a bad way? Like, I'm just going to hug you so hard next time I see you.
Well, I hope it was that way.
Sexual harassment.
Probably not.
Yeah, the sexual that's zero tolerance, man.
Zero tolerance. We were just talking.
It should be, yeah.
We were just talking about this the other day because it's like, how do you know what somebody's limit is, like let's say there's a male and a female and the male is trying to be flirtatious with the female. How do you know what that person's limit is,
Well, that person usually says stop, no, or don't. Or
I know,
some
but
sort
then
of body language to indicate that it's unwanted. I know that is hard because sometimes you go over the line and you're like, "Ooh, I didn't know your boundary was there."
Exactly.
But with sexual assault or harassment, you have to.
But what I'm saying is, like, you don't know what that person's limit is. It could be like, you have such beautiful eyes or something. And then that person's like, I don't like how you just spoke to me. And they go and they tell somebody, like,
you get it reported, but they do like a full-on investigation. So they're not going to be like, oh, he said she has beautiful eyes and he wants to swim in them. And like, let's reprimand this person. They'll get like a full-on investigation going, go through all sides, have to prove the things.
It's a lot,
The SARC and SAPR, and that's what their whole division is for, and they do a great job, and they are diligent, because people do throw false accusations out there.
Yeah.
I think, that's probably...
as a scandal.
Yeah, that's probably what what she's talking about, too. It's just that people like to cry wolf when it's not necessary, and that's...
hitting below the belt, kind of.
Yeah, and that's pretty shitty, because that can really ruin someone's career. Going down that path, even just being investigated really hinders a lot of stuff. There's somebody that wasn't able to, go on to their next base because they're under investigation, and it's like it sucks because you're like, well, did they really do it, or is this person just being over the top?
Yeah, I
want to get you in trouble. It's and I don't ever want to say that somebody's not a victim, but you can't, you can't just use that power to hurt somebody because you didn't get your way, or you didn't, something didn't turn out your way too. That's the thing too. And it's terrible that it can get to that. But I do feel for the victims that really do fall for that. And I really hope they get
the proper help.
And those people
they find justice.
Reprimanded.
Yeah.
Demoted.
Yeah, or just
I don't know what they do, but
the D word.
The D word.
Big D word.
The other D word.
The other D word.
The really bad D word.
There's so many D words.
All right, so I have a few more.
Oh,
They're kind of fun.
Okay.
Let's see. Airman First Class. Use of a controlled substance reduced to E1. Suspended forfeitures of $819 for 2 months and a reprimand.
Like, you know it's against the law in the military world to use drugs.
Yeah.
Why?
My husband, they say that you get randomly drug tested, right?
Because he looks like a stoner.
But my husband looks perma-stone.
Perma-stone.
He has Pacific Islander in him, so he's got these, like, slanty eyes, and he rarely gets sleep, so he just looks non-sober when he is. And they say the drug tests are randomly, but he always happens to get drug tested on, like, 4/22, or like after a long bout of leave, or like a big holiday, or like a Halloween, and they'll be like, oh, go pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like...
Random.
Yeah. How random was that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy that we were stationed with before, and he just went out and he didn't give a fuck, and he would just smoke, and he got kicked out. Like they did the random...
They're gonna find you.
Random drug test, and he got kicked out. But he was just really open about it. He didn't care. He just did it.
That's kind of crazy because you're not allowed to do that in the military. So
No.
why would you, like...
Maybe he was trying to find a way out.
Yeah, I guess.
We did. Yeah, my husband did work with somebody. He watched him get full-on cuffed for reefer.
Reefer.
They don't play.
Cuffed and booted. And he was like, YOLO!
I mean, I guess if you have a good attitude, as you're getting kicked out of the military.
Peace out, America!
I don't know. That's interesting.
What's another one?
Good stories, Jen.
I know, right? I'm trying. Let's see. Senior airman. Larceny of non-military property under $500. What's larceny?
Fire. Isn't it?
Larceny is stealing.
Stealing?
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna be so smart.
Arson. Oh my gosh.
I was like, fire.
It's really hot, so our brains
are on fire. Yeah.
Okay, so larceny. So he stole non-military property that was worth under $500. He was suspended.
So maybe like shoplifting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually they don't even arrest for that if it's like not under $900 or so. There's something crazy high so people can shoplift all kinds of crap.
That's stupid.
And then they won't report it. Like
that's crazy.
It's something like really high now.
I bet it depends on where you are.
Oh yeah, because when I worked for Walmart and I was like friends with the loss prevention guys, they would like handcuff people if they stole like a bottle of perfume.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's just in the last few years, so it wouldn't have been
maybe this was like 5,080 years ago. So
she's so old.
I'm old.
So he got a suspended reduction to E3. Forfeiture of $193 for 2 months and a reprimand.
Dang.
So not terrible, I guess.
I hope your outfit looks hot on you.
I hope so.
The losing the stripe or being demoted of your rank is really embarrassing, though.
Oh, it has to be. Like, especially, imagine if you had just got promoted and you did something stupid and you just got demoted.
Well, they will do that when you have a line number, badge number for something. Like when you're about to rank up, if you can mess up just in your work, not even doing something that stupid.
Yeah.
And they can pull your line number.
I wonder
and your rank
if
real
like
fast.
you're higher up and you have like you depend on that money to like pay for your rent and then you get demoted. Do they take away your pay?
I mean,
well, what if you wouldn't be living above your means if you didn't have the pay yet, right?
No, I'm saying like let's say you're like a staff sergeant and you are living within your cap of your rent.
Yeah,
and then they demote you, and then you lose that payment, and it's like, oh shit! Now I have to move myself and my family out of this house. Like,
the rest would be out of pocket, I would assume, because you would go to the pay scale of
you
that
do go
lower
to that
rank.
pay scale. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah,
maybe you probably have to pay out of pocket unless you're able to move.
Oh god,
or beans and rice.
Yeah. So
beans and rice.
Here's a court martial that I found. Airman first class. So a baby. Aggravated assault with a dangerous weapon. Drunk disorderly. On station. Assault consummated by battery.
Oh my gosh.
Reduction to an E2. Confinement for 60 days and 30 days restriction.
Oh wow.
Someone doesn't play well with others.
I knew a person that happened to their spouse.
Oh yikes.
And they were
super horrible.
Yeah, they were in not confinement, but like they weren't allowed to go home, I guess.
Yeah.
for a while.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, where would they go then? They would stay...
Well, in this case, at the fire station.
Okay.
That's where they were living.
Yeah. So they just wouldn't let them go home.
Nope.
Yikes. That's crazy. People, stop doing bad things.
Don't.
But don't because we're going to read it.
Don't do that.
Lindsay, what you got?
Yeah, I want to hear a story.
I found a couple little interweb stories. This one's just going off of the dumb.
Sorry, my cable is...
Here's just a stupid way to lose a stripe. This guy is, he goes out off of base, and he's left his wallet in the barracks. And he's trying to get back onto the base. Well, instead of driving through and telling the guards, hey, I don't have my wallet on me. I've left it on base in the barracks on this installation where I serve. Can I sign myself on? He hops in the trunk of the vehicle he's going in with, right? And they randomly search this vehicle. Keyword random.
What a dumbass idea.
They find him in there, and they're like, yo, what's up?
Oh, just hanging out in the trunk. Views much better.
Want to be in the trunk, no big deal.
And he's like, sorry, I dropped my stripe.
In the trunk.
In the trunk.
I'm looking for my now.
Thank you. Your stripe is now
Why
gone.
didn't he just have the person that was driving sign him on?
Yeah, or he could sign himself on.
You can literally sign yourself if you're the member. Like,
Right.
You can, as a dependent, you can too.
But if
you're
you
with a vehicle of people that have access to the installation.
Yeah.
They can sign you on.
Why wouldn't you just let somebody sign you on?
Sometimes it's cool to run in the trunk, though. Like, hey, can I get away with this?
Wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't know what riding in the trunk feels like.
I know what riding in the back of like a truck.
A pickup truck? Oh,
my dad's El Camino, best time of my life.
That's how I lived, in the back of my dad's Chevy.
All the time, driving around, around the neighborhood, all around the town.
Yep.
It's the best.
Good times.
Oh, so good.
Good times.
But really, dude, don't hide out in a friggin' trunk when you have plenty of people around you to get you on base. Oh, jeez.
That's so funny.
True story. True story.
Oh, my God.
Here's another one of a specialist guy. He worked in the Army. He was apparently had a YouTube channel of some sort. And
he was YouTube famous.
So he would pop, like, he had this series, I guess, called Day in the Life of an E4 Mafia Army Soldier.
Mafia?
Oh, what a loser.
Mafia? What does he think he's doing?
The interwebs, my friends. This is what it gives me. So this channel features him showing up to work hungover, complaining about his job, taking a shower, eating fast food, swearing, sleeping on duty, and just kind of mucking around. I guess he would talk about things that he wasn't supposed to talk about and behaving improperly and recording it the whole time.
Why would you do
like
that? A teenager getting ready to graduate high school.
Probably.
Yeah. Not like someone who's representing America.
No.
He did receive an Article 15 and then he posted about it.
Oh my God.
In a video called I Received a Field Grade Article 15. So he was reduced in rank and received 45 days of extra duty for his online antics.
Oh no. People.
Why?
I guess his audience really liked him, so he was getting, like, he was well received, so he just kept going on, adding fuel to the fire.
I was gonna say, he probably had way too many followers that he didn't need, which is sad.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
That's how the world is now. You have all these influencers all over Instagram, and they're famous for what? For taking pictures, and then people spend money on trying to take pictures like this and live this life that we all know you don't have.
No, everyone puts stuff up online that's not real. Well, apparently his life was real. He really put it out there.
Well,
he was
an
hungover and stuff. But that's just stupid. You're just you're giving yourself away.
Yeah,
she's an
idiot.
Like
fishing.
Yes.
Oh my God! Like, why would you do that? That's out there forever.
Forever.
Exactly.
Maybe he just wants to see how quickly he can rise from the ashes.
He's trying to be a YouTube star because he knows his military career is down the hole.
Well, he Yeah, he dug himself that hole.
Yeah.
Because he's a part of the mafia?
The mafia.
Sometimes you can dig your hole so deep, though, that you don't just lose your stripes. You get the actual boot. Here's a good one for you. I know we covered some of the scandals of swinging and whatnot.
Oh,
yeah, from episode 3.
Yeah.
In this story, an Army major was stripped of his stars and forced out of the military after a 30-year career.
Holy
30
cow.
years. Because of a long extramarital affair and a swinger lifestyle. So this demotion cost him more than $40,000 in annual retirement pay.
Terrible.
And
30 years of service, just down the drain.
And the Army Times article quotes, and it slams the door on what was once a promising career.
Yeah.
Promising. He was already 30 years deep.
30 years in, yeah.
Some backstory to it. It says a little bit in here that he was conversing with a government contractor from June. Let's see what it sounded like. It was like over years. Something, between October 2010 to November 2015.
Oh,
holy cow.
So he's calling this woman who is this government contractor more than 80 times from his government cell phone.
Okay.
For a total of more than 1,400 minutes of conversation. They also found an exchange of more than 800 personal emails.
Oh my God.
Including many that were sexually explicit, and he often signed them with ILY, the abbreviation for I love you.
Oh, back in the day, nobody uses that anymore, though.
But the sad part is this guy had a family and 4 children, and he chose this affair of nearly 11 years and this swinger lifestyle, and it destroyed it all.
His career, his family, his life.
Yeah, I would like to see the rising from those ashes. Because...
Well, I mean, 30 years in the service and he loses that much money.
Why would you... Why?
Risking that.
That's not worth it.
If you want to go stick it in something else, like, do it the right way, you know?
Yes.
Like, talk it out with your spouse and be like, listen, I'm having some doubts about our marriage or something, you know, like you never know. Maybe your spouse will be like, here's a free card, like a get out of jail card for you.
See, that's what I'm gathering is if he had the swinger lifestyle, definitely the spouse would be on board at some point during the process.
He was swinging by himself.
So, that said the affair, extramarital affair, and the swinger lifestyle. So maybe they're doing the swinger thing and then somebody, you know, emotions happen or whatnot and they get caught. Or because he's dealing with a government official, using government equipment, using that. Maybe he got caught like that. There's several ways this cookie could have crumbled.
Yeah,
maybe on a military installation, just not the right representation.
So whether one of the females
out on the wrong day, he had the broom up on the wrong night.
Yeah,
the light was red.
It's blue. It's royal blue.
Wow, that's depressing right there.
Well, you guys, it actually gets even more depressing. I have one last story, and then we'll move on to you, Veronica.
I love it.
This one is super sad. So there's this guy. He's an Army Ranger, and super nice guy. He's huge, right? Built like a brick wall, 6'3", 240, super sweet guy, soft-spoken. It's like one of those gentle giants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Him and his best buddy have been in everything together growing up. They joined the service together. They did the Ranger School together. They're both deployed over in Afghanistan, right? This guy is an E7. And when their major colonel sends his one friend, hey, you're going to go out on this patrol. And it's in this area that is known for ambushes and being dangerous and whatnot. And so this E7 is like, well, I want to go on the patrol too. And his request gets denied by the colonel. So his friend heads out onto the patrol in Afghanistan, gets ambushed, dies as a result. And when this E7 gets wind of it, through the grief-strickenness and madness, he loses it, right? So he goes to the colonel and beats him to a bloody pulp. It says it took 3 men to pull him off of the colonel. Had they not, he probably would have murdered him.
Yeah.
The colonel was beat so badly, he was in the hospital for 3 weeks. to recover from the beating. It was really gnarly.
Wow.
And the guy was stripped from an E7 down to a private E2.
I mean, he acted out of grief, like in anger, you know, because that could have been him. That could have been him too.
And he could have saved his friend.
There's so many ways it could have gone.
If he was allowed to have gone out there with him.
Maybe that's how he feels. Like, maybe that's like, I could have saved him. It's like, but he doesn't know. It's like, it could have been him too. It could have been both of them.
True.
It could have gone a different way.
Yep.
Maybe he could have replaced him. Maybe he could have saved him. Maybe he could have gone down with him. Maybe, you know, he's like, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. There's so much maybe.
Yeah.
But you just imagine the brain of that.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. And too, like, they're already, I mean, if you're deployed and stuff, I'm sure you're already super stressed out and everything's just crazy. But man, oh God, I mean, that's the worst.
Yeah. Like I said, he acted out of grief and he was angry and took it out on the one person who gave the order.
Yeah. And the mental capacity you have in those, like, hostile fire combat zones it's
everyone's
not very stable, you know.
Everyone's on high alert. They're stressed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
So that one's sad.
That is really very sad. It's terrible. I mean, I feel bad he shouldn't have done that. But I also kind of understand how that could have gone down. I just,
yeah.
Heavy,
yeah. That's hard.
Oh.
Hard.
Well, I have a funny one.
Thanks.
Right.
Let's take that to a greater, lighter note.
Yeah.
Veronica?
Lighten the mood a little.
I asked my husband if he remembers anything, and I want to say when we were in Montana, maybe, when one of the guys was using his government travel card to gamble.
What?
Oh, no.
He was gambling with it. Yeah, he was gambling. I think he was just ready to get kicked out himself. So he was gambling with it, and then he said he, like, ran from the police. He's like, oh, yeah, he was, like, hopping fences and bushes and shit.
Oh, my
Helicopters overhead.
Needless to say.
Give us the GTC!
He got kicked out. But yeah, that was one of them. They're using the government travel card.
Don't use the government travel card unless you're allowed to use the government travel card.
On
government travel.
Only on government travel. This does not include your food on your government travel.
No.
This is like hotel
it doesn't include
and
your food?
car. And, well, like, some people will be like, they're getting food on it, and then they'll buy, like, beer and stuff at the shop.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like that, so.
Don't, like, go.
My husband doesn't even like to get any food with it because he's like, I don't want to use it in any way that I'm not supposed to. It's like lodging
you have to keep your receipts and stuff.
cars
You do.
and things.
Yeah, because you got to turn everything in.
Yeah.
That's how, I mean, on TDYs, it's Dave he charges everything with just our personal card.
Mm-hmm.
He just uses GTC for the
lodging
airfare and lodging,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cars money.
Car rental, Mm-hmm.
I have heard regarding cards like that, the same thing with the GTC card is way more strict, but they go through training and they sign things and they have the information that they know they're not supposed to do that in the start. So really there's no excuse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They get the proper training.
The military star card, people can lose over that. Like, they'll get, like, bills and not pay them and rack them up. And then all of a sudden, like, a first shirt or somebody gets involved. Yeah. And I have heard of that happening, of people, I don't know if they lost stripes, Article 15 style, any of that. But I've heard of some, like, LORs, LOCs. Mm-hmm. I feel like I want to say there was a Article 15 when we were over in Washington. But that's another one.
I mean, I could see that because if you're not paying the bill and you continue to not pay your bill
with reckless abandon,
like that's not okay. You can't just charge and not pay. You literally are.
Yeah.
You're borrowing and you have to pay it.
Exactly. It's with like any credit card. Any credit card, you get sent to collections and shit like that. But here it's a little different because it is.
It's a lot different, because they'll go straight to they'll go straight to your first shirt.
They know you. They know where you live. They will find you. Yeah.
They don't mess around.
Yeah. So that was one.
Cool story, Veronica.
I don't have too many details. I just do remember.
I think that was hilarious.
Telling me that. Yeah, it's funny because it's like, how stupid are you?
Don't do that.
I'm just gonna stick my card in this slot machine and see what happens.
This one has to do it
more
money.
Over and over
see
and
how
over
much
again.
money I can win or lose. It's not mine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then there's one. Really, this one was kind of sad because we would see this girl at the gate all the time. security forces, and she was super nice. She was always greeting us. I believe she was a staff sergeant. And a couple months went by and I didn't see her, and then I saw her again, and she was all of a sudden an A1C, maybe? 2 stripes, A1C. And I was like, I told Kyle, I was like, oh no. I was like, did she get demoted? And he's like, oh yeah, so she got DUI. And I was like, oh no, that's awful. Like, I wish just people wouldn't drink and drive.
Common.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
And he goes, well, it was a little different because she had a DD, and he was trying to come out in her defense, but you'll see why. No, I shut it down real quick. She was out with her friends and she had a DD, and the DD got drunk. And so
don't do that.
Come on.
DDs,
and
don't.
so she felt responsible. She's like, oh, well, she had agreed to take me out. I'm going to stop drinking and drive myself home. Well, Shannon stopped drinking enough. And she was already intoxicated at the time, I guess. And she got caught. And I was like, well, she had options.
There are options.
Yeah,
There's
I was like,
cabs, there's numbers you can call people from your
come on, people.
work. And there's... If they were really in a bind, I mean, they can call their shirt and be like, I need a number, I need a ride.
And cabs are cheap.
That's the problem, is so many people, you have these options, but people won't do it because they just think that they're fine.
Yeah, they think they're fine. I think that's what it was, but it's like, you're not.
You're not.
Fun fact about DUIs over here in the military, I just learned the other week that it will cost a member up to $30,000 for a DUI here. So this is like the whole process. I don't know, maybe if they get like, you know, sometimes they go put you in the drunk take, or like you spend the night in jail or whatnot for the night. And there's, it's a twisted mess of fines and fees and demotions. Yeah. And it's degrading for your mind, body, and soul.
It is.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. So yeah, it was...
For something that's so easily correctable.
Yeah.
And it was really sad to see her at the gate because she was so nice and would always say hi to us or whatever. And she was friendly, and I felt bad for her, but also it's like, well, you made a bad choice and you gotta live with it. It's like,
really
it could have gone
you
very badly.
You can hurt people. You can kill people. When you saw...
good.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
When you saw her again, was she friendly, or did it like harden her?
No, she was still super friendly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she always complimented my kids and stuff. And
yeah, that's good. But sometimes people need that. They need an eye opener to really knock them into sense of this is not okay, and I should never do this again in my entire life.
Yeah, I know. It was rough.
Yeah.
And then I have another one that I got to not experience, but I was there when it happened. When we were stationed in Belgium, I worked at the dental clinic on base, which was a NATO base. So I worked for the Army. There was a lot of Army there. And the medical group had their locker rooms and stuff, their showers in the building, right? So they would go out and do their PT and then come back into the building where they worked at, shower, get dressed, and go. Well, some private fuckface put a camera in the women's locker room.
What?
Yes. He was a married man.
Gross.
He was a married man, and he I don't know how they found it, but he had some sort of transmitter that would transmit it to his laptop that he had in his car. So he would go and
he's sitting out in the parking lot of this building.
Probably in the mornings when all the women are getting dressed and ready.
Playing with his sausage roll and watching videos. Ew. Yeah. Did he dip it in coffee? That's so gross.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It was disgusting.
That's horrible.
And he would walk around the clinic like it was nothing. You know, all the investigation was going on. He was like still doing his job.
Because he thought he wasn't going to get caught.
Yeah. Oh, there was another one. But he got kicked out. Kicked out.
I'm glad he did. I'm glad that they found that.
Violating.
There's another one. I don't know what happened to him, but it reminded me, again, another Army gentleman. I'm not putting down the Army. It's just I worked for the Army and I was there for a few years and I got to see some stuff. But this guy was the one doing like the EKGs. He would hook you up to the EKGs, right? Mm-hmm. And he was making women go completely topless. You don't have to do it. By the way, you don't have to go topless. Like all you have to do is expose certain parts of your chest. And I think like your stomach to get the
you don't know what they're called,
the electrodes.
You can lift stuff up, or they can have you put like the hospital gown on backwards, so the slits are kind of in the front, so they can work with it.
Yeah. He would make them.
You don't have to show your nips.
I had to get them an EKG when I was pregnant with my first, and I did not have to be topless. Thank gosh.
I had one done a couple years ago too, and yeah, it was the same thing. They're like, we're gonna have you lay down. It's like, I'm gonna have you lift your shirt if that's okay, just to where it like meets your bra, and we're gonna attach this and this and this. And I was like, okay.
And it's just for the attachment part, and then they let you put it. Yes.
No, this fucker would make him go topless.
Ew.
The whole time?
The whole 30 seconds that you're on that EKG.
Gross.
And he was in there.
Of course he was.
Well, I mean, he would make him go topless, and then he would attach the things, and he's got to be in there, and then take off the thingies.
What is wrong with people?
They're sick.
Gross. Stop taking advantage of people.
Yeah. But yeah, this guy that had that video cam.
Those
like,
poor people.
On.
All those poor women.
Poor
I would be
women,
so embarrassed if I had heard. I mean, obviously that it will be destroyed and whatnot too, but still, it's like, you just feel so violated. Like,
Absolutely.
Yes. And I mean, I don't know how much he got to see, if he saw like complete nudity or they were just,
walking around.
Yeah. So I don't know where he put it, but I think I had heard he put it like in an old locker or something.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
What do you think of the Area 51 shit? Oh, where is Area 51? Do you know where Area 51 is?
I know Area 51 is
in the state
in the United States of America. I think maybe like in Nevada or something.
Oh man,
where is it?
Yes. No, it is in Nevada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jen and I were talking about this. We're like, we thought it was in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, I always thought it was Nevada, but I literally don't know anything.
No, you're right. It is. I don't know why I always thought it was New Mexico. I don't know. I think I just assumed with desert and aliens. Yeah.
Roswell, yeah.
I don't know.
And then we're like,
that's where my brain went.
Maybe that's who brought down the turquoise jewelry.
Oh yeah, we gotta do that conversation
that would be
about.
So great.
They're staying in Roswell. Area 51 is just a cover-up for Roswell that actually has the aliens, and the aliens are just there
making turquoise
jewelry and eating all the green chilies.
They're growing. Oh, the green chilies aren't local to Earth.
No, they brought the green chilies and turquoise with them.
This could be a story.
That's it right there, people. That's it.
Breaking news.
So tell me about the Area 51 thing, because I'm not on like any social platform.
It doesn't make sense.
So basically, these idiots think they can just raid Area 51. They want answers. Save the aliens.
They think because if they come and if there's like 1 million of them, that they can storm the front gates and get in.
Sure.
Oh, like 1 million. Are these flat earthers on top of it all?
Probably.
Okay.
So most of it though is it is a joke. Most of it is a joke.
It's a joke for everybody. They're all a joke.
I know it is. It's an actual joke, but I do think there are some people out there that really do want to do this.
So they want to storm Area 51, and Area 51's like, no, don't. We're armed. Don't do it.
Yeah, they are.
And they're like, we're gonna do it, and they're like, don't do it.
Yeah. They're extra man too. They're saying that they have to. People are having to be on 12s and whatnot now to keep watch on everything so that people don't come in.
Yeah,
they're like, where are you deploying, bro?
Yeah, they're like
Area 51.
Yeah,
come at me, bro. I lost my leave for you. Come at me. I'm going to shoot you in the face.
Oh, burn!
Just crazy. These people, you're crazy.
Also, what are you going to do if you find aliens in there? Let's say there is aliens in there. Then what?
What are you going to do?
Then your whole perspective is going to shift.
Oh, there's some really good memes on that, too. There's a meme of a picture of an alien that's, laying on the ground, and it's dead, and it's like
E.T.?
And it's like, oh, this is what my alien looks like a week after I saved it from Area 51 because I didn't know what the fuck to feed it.
Exactly. Yes.
Maybe turquoise is just dead, starved aliens.
And the chilies from New Mexico. Yeah, what are you gonna do with these aliens from another planet? You don't want aliens from another country.
They need to be liberated.
Country. Yeah, they need to be liberated. Come on. They're like, we'll save you. You're from another planet. Be like, no. Take care of the people on your Earth first. Look around.
What if they're here? What if they're trying to save us?
Maybe we could work together.
Maybe that's what they're doing. What's what the aliens are doing. They're
then
here.
Let them save us, because this world is fucked.
They're helping with the experiments. They're here and they're willing to do this.
They're willing to get probed.
Yeah.
Maybe they're experimenting on us and it's all just a game.
This is an experiment.
They're like,
tuned.
they call this place Area 51.
When we call it...
They're just on a deployment down there.
Oh,
there you go.
Space Force. Space Force.
Sign me up.
Is being led by the aliens, and their fuel is turquoise.
And they needed an excuse as to why so many people would be gathering there, so they created this whole scandal of people storming the gates because they're all getting deployed over to Area 51 to train for the Space Force Alien Liberation Act of 2020.
In a barrel.
Yeah.
Shooting fish in a barrel.
But it's all a cover.
It's all going to go down, and then in a year we will be talking about it as the greatest scandal that ever happened in the military. And then we will, be fostering our own aliens in the house.
We just need to tell those people to go find
Mexican
the end of the earth so they can fall off the flat earth.
Keep walking straight. You're
keep
bound
going. You're gonna
to
find
fall
the
off
end.
the earth. Keep walking.
Get on your boat and go.
Go, and then you're gonna hit the ice wall. Oh, people. Flat earthers, come at me.
People.
But that was good. That was a great topic. I like our these scandalous demotions.
They don't be smart.
They don't be smart.
People don't be smart.
Learn from those people's mistakes, okay?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do drugs. If you're in the military, don't do drugs.
If you're a good person and you're on the right path for a good career and to make this a career to your retirement, don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid.
But if you are stupid and you're just there because you don't have anything else to do with the military,
thank you for the entertainment.
Yes. Thank you.
Send us your story and we'll tell it better, maybe.
We'll tell it better.
Maybe we'll tell your side instead of the interweb side.
That'd be great.
Tell us why you got demoted.
Did you mess up? We want to hear about it. Did you learn from it? I definitely want to hear about that because I love those stories. We're only human. We're not these machines, and we do make mistakes, and we understand that.
Yeah.
Just try not to be stupid, and then when you are, tell us about it.
Tell us all about it.
If you have a success story from getting demoted and then being promoted and going on the right path, we would love to hear that.
I would love to hear that.
We'll feature you.
Yeah.
We support you trying to better yourself.
Absolutely.
We do.
Absolutely.
We all fall in a rut every now and again. But you got to get out, my friends.
Yeah. And if you raid Area 51, tell us about that too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Tell us what the aliens look like.
I think they're just going to have a huge party in the desert. I think that's what's going to happen.
That's how Coachella got started.
That's how the aliens will come out.
That's what Burning Man is.
Burning Man.
That word. Yeah. Maybe that's where turquoise comes from.
It's all aliens.
The turquoise. Oh, no.
Yeah, so email us with your awesome stories. Anything that you have questions on.
Suggestions.
That you would like for us to talk about.
Issues.
Let's do it.
Recipes.
Email us DEPENDAsplaining@gmail.com.
Do it.
Find us on Facebook because we'll do it too.
And Twitter and Instagram.
Yep, we're there. We're all there.
We get new episodes out every Thursday, so make sure you guys are listening and subscribing and get on your Apple Podcast and give us 5 stars. We don't care what you say about it.
5 stars, please. If you're on Spotify, follow us because now I know how to see that.
We're learning the intranet. This is
we are
new to
learning. We're getting there.
Lindsay. Do it, Lindsay. Get close to the microphone.
Ostrich.
Far away. Close to the microphone.
I don't internet well at all. Oh my gosh. I was going to say that.
That's how
Technology hates me.
Technology hates me too sometimes, but right now it's working.
Yeah, you're a good problem solver. You're a good techie one. You set this whole mastermind up, so.
We haven't had a David story.
Ooh.
How David ruined your day. I think I had it one last week with my chocolate bar situation.
Yeah, your chocolate bar.
Butterfinger.
Your Butterfinger was going on.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we called it a Kyle. Because you could be on a Kyle.
Tell me
Kyle's
about your
fault.
Butterfinger. Nobody laid a finger on your Butterfinger, did they?
Well, I asked for a chocolate
Nobody
bar
wants to lay a
because you know
finger on that.
hormones, and I asked Kyle for a chocolate bar. He brings me back a fucking Butterfinger.
They're on sale at the shopette.
That's
Yeah.
why, and I was like, no, you should have been like, my wife does not like Butterfingers. She
Oh, you
likes.
don't?
I don't like butter. They're a good flavor. I don't want to like bag on them, but they're a good flavor. But I don't like how they get stuck to my teeth, and it just like
They do have that toffee, yes.
yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Stop it. Stop it.
So I think that's so funny about your Butterfinger because I was getting petroleum over there and I was like, I'll take your candy special, please.
Oh.
Because I work with British and the one loves like peanut butter and chocolate, but she hasn't tried a lot of American candy. And I was like, have you ever had a Butterfinger? And she was like, a what? A what? And she tried the Butterfinger and she was like, it's actually quite nice.
Yeah. It's quite
She
nice.
was like,
Quite
this is
lovely.
not, it's hard. Like, I wasn't anticipating that, but it's nice. It's a nice hard.
Oh, it makes my teeth, like, I want to grind my teeth. I don't like it.
So her Butterfinger story was not screaming, David, like your
Well, I was
Butterfinger story.
just in a bad mood. I needed chocolate in my body immediately, and then my daughter saw that I had a chocolate bar, and she lost her shit. She's like, I want one! And I was like, I don't think you need any sort of stimulant in your body right now, including sugar, because I just saw your head spin all the way around. She's so scary, that one. But yeah, that was
But
it.
so cute at the same time.
No.
That's
scary.
what makes them scary.
That is what's really scary about her.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah,
the cutest.
Yeah, sure. She's very cute, but
She
she's
is.
also evil.
We've seen it. We know. We know what you have to go through.
Until she crawls into bed with me at 3 a.m, and she does what I do to Kyle, and is that she squeezes her little feet in between my thighs. And I do that to Kyle. Except my feet aren't little. But I squeeze my feet when I'm cold, I do that. And then she like scoots her butt right back into me. I'm like, she sleeps like me. Like, she was doing what I do to Kyle. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, crazy. That was my chocolate bar story. Oh, it was.
That was a great one. But I don't have any I have not had a bad
Great
time. He's not ruined my day.
Good, David.
Thanks, David.
Lindsay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think David's still TDY or something for me up in here. Maybe. Oh.
No, he's back. But
He's in Area 51.
Oh,
I mean, he might be going soon. Who knows?
who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Bring you all the
That's
turquoise
right.
jewelry.
Yeah. When you get turquoise jewelry brought to you, you'll know why it was the aliens.
It was the aliens. Where else did they get that blue stone?
That's what I want to know. Where does turquoise
Neptune.
come from? You
Neptune.
would know, right?
The Earth.
Yeah,
The Earth makes turquoise?
Well, the things come from the earth, the rocks. You know, it's like, oh, where'd you get this granite or that limestone?
Yeah, no,
or
I know.
that-
I understand that. That's why I'm curious to know, like, because I know like opals and all kinds of stuff that you can dig out.
Mhm.
it was transplanted here, is what we're
They're just a
thinking.
cluster of different molecules.
That's why people in New Mexico are known for wearing turquoise jewelry, and the aliens are known to land in New Mexico. Sorry,
And the Indians, too.
Native Americans.
Native Americans.
I'm sorry. Am I not allowed to say Indians?
No.
No.
Is it? Oh.
It's not
I am
culturally
so not a
appropriate
racist, but-
anymore.
Native
It's
American.
okay. I know that's a weird.
I have
we don't want to
Indian
offend
in my
anyone.
body blood supply.
Yeah.
But we're
And I like turquoise.
yeah.
so
We grew up saying Indians, and that's why we're just used to saying it that way.
Another one I learned is you're not allowed to say Indian style. We crisscross applesauce is what we called Indian style. So,
Yeah.
like the teachers would be like, "Sit Indian style, okay?" But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when they twist your arm and they're like an Indian
burn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so
No,
I can't.
yeah.
So is it a Native American burn, or are we not allowed to call
don't
it
know.
that at all? I love Native Americans. They're so
Yeah.
crafty.
Well, when we refer, like when you refer to Native Americans of like Mexico, they say Mexican Indians. That's how they say it too.
See, tomato. I don't know what to call y'all, but you guys just keep doing your thing because the turquoise is rocking.
Turquoise rocks.
Turquoise rocks. Yeah. Also
I knew this.
opal.
I had a really cool like fork bracelet
A fork bracelet?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
made from forks?
So the guy like warmed it up and like bent it. So I still have it, but the turquoise came off. And they bent it and like clasped it so it would clasp on like a side bracelet. But then they twist the prongs of the fork, so kind of like octopus legs or something. You could do like decorations and swirls, and it was just super simple, but like a really rad piece of jewelry. And there was just this hunk of turquoise on it that was amazing.
Yeah. I had a turquoise bracelet.
Do you?
Yeah, when I was little, because I had a whole cowgirl outfit.
Oh, yeehaw, Jan.
I do. I remember that turquoise bracelet, though. I mean, I grew up in the desert, so it was everywhere.
You didn't have, like, necklaces made from rattlesnake skin?
My dad had rattlesnake boots.
Did he really?
Yes.
Did they still rattle?
No. Just the skin.
Oh, just the skin. They skin that snake.
I want to wear your skin.
Yeah. Puts the lotion on the skin.
Or else it gets the hose again.
On the snake skin.
Oh, there we go on a tangent again.
Sidebar.
Oh, sidebar again.
So many sidebars. So stop doing stupid shit. Don't do drugs. Don't drink drive.
Don't drink drive.
Don't text and drink and drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't text and drive.
Don't assault your friends and your lovers and your non-lovers and your enemies and your friends and your non-friends.
Remember, keep your fingers to yourself.
Keep your fingers to yourself. Strive for verbal resolution.
Yes.
And don't use your government travel card on stupid shit either.
No.
Only when you're allowed to use it on, which is, like hotel.
And pay your military star card too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don't use your government phone to call your girlfriend that's not your wife either.
Yeah, don't do that. And don't commit adultery.
And it's not okay to film people without their knowledge when they're hanging around in their chonies at their most vulnerable.
Well, hopefully they're in their chonies.
Hopefully they were just in their chonies.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty nudists just flat out in locker rooms at gyms, and I'm like, whoa, warn me, cover that.
Yeah, they're pretty open out there.
Bush!
Yeah.
Bush!
You want to borrow my razor? Don't bother giving it back now. Oh, I'm so rude. If you want a bush, you can grow your bush. It's natural, like turquoise.
It's natural. Of this planet.
It's native. Merca.
Love it. But be smart and rate us. That's smart.
Go
rate us on Apple Podcasts.
5 stars.
Do it.
Yes.
Email us DEPENDAsplaining@gmail.com. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Or send Lindsay a text message. I already put her phone number. You'll find it on Facebook.
It's all out there.
It was 867-555-5923. 92.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right there.
Letter G.
Call me.
Hashtag
call me.
Call me maybe. Great.
DEPENDAsplaining@gmail.com. Whispering voices. Voices are whispering.
Loud noises. Alrighty. Look at that. I made the screen go really red.
Oh, wow.
Let's see if I can do it again.
Veronica apologizes in advance.
I don't.
What am I kidding? She's not gonna.
I don't.
She doesn't.
I don't apologize for nothing. I am what I am, and I like who I am when I am what I am right now.
Would you like some green eggs and ham while you am?
I do not like them, Sam. I am. Let me be. Just let me be with my green eggs and ham. You guys are looking at me like, you want me to keep talking or stop talking? I don't know what to do.
Speaking about beans, let's talking about beans out there in the world.
Beans?
And just reminding our viewers that when you're out on your walks being around, wherever you go,
there you are.
What does it have to do with beans?
Bean.
The magical fruit.
The
more you eat, the more you toot.
It's not a fruit, it's a legume.